Hello everyone, I hope everyone doing good. So I think that the trajectory of this channel will shift on. I was interested in embedded systems solely because it covered software, and I was having like electronic background, so I was thinking that the transition for me to go to the software is by going step by step, by going to embedded systems, which is, you can say, combination of both the software and also the hardware. In terms of knowledge, you have to know both of them for order you to do something in embedded systems. However, right now I think I'm more like software guy, so this is my trajectory. And also the reason why I did this video right now is not to tell you about my interests or whatnot, but to be honest, the first thing that you might be noticing is the fact I do not talk in French as I used to, and also this is the reason why the trajectory is changing, is because we can say the new job that I will get necessary to, how can I require from me, requires to have some decent English level, and also to be more, to know more the software side of things. Okay, it's a bit boring. What a boring introduction. And I have another introduction for you, so the second introduction that I have, I was watching like David Goggins, the guy that swear a lot, but he has some decent messages, especially regarding the mental toughness and so on. So I did apply last year a lot of his advices, and really it did shift a lot of things in my life, or at least in my mind. So the thing that really stuck with me is the fact that he's every week like doing the 100 miles, and to be honest, this is something that very few people that can do, especially you need the time to recover and so on. So it did stuck with me, the fact, and I was very like we can say shocked, but it's not shocked like oh my god, but impressed. I was more like impressed the fact that he did that. So I will get inspired by him by doing every like week, every weekend I will make a project. So for me to do that, we can say the ambitious goal is to first of all understand a bit UML. So UML, which is Unified Modeling Language, is something that I've never studied. So this is what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna study with you guys and see how we can apply it, especially as a guy that was used to just to program in C. Is quite an interesting and new way to see software. Wow, I was not recording it. Special. Wow, I was recording. Wait, yeah, I was recording. So this is a French presentation, I think, for UML. Let's just have some kind of ideas on how to do that. Wait, bro, oh my god, how can I this, I did find it. Okay, it's a bit laggy. Maybe I can fix it with going to the settings here and do the energy saver thing. Yeah, it does help. I don't know why. Usually if you do energy saving, that means that the process unit will decrease its performance, but for me, I don't know, sometimes it does help to remove some background application. Okay, let's see what we have here. So I did check this unauthorized presentation of UML. So okay, he has this introduction of UML. Probably this is le génie logiciel, which means, how can we say, maybe software engineering? Yeah, we can say that. It's decent translation. So the first thing is presentation. Les objectifs de génie logiciel. What is the goal objectives of software engineering? The steps to realize, we cannot say realize, but more like implement a software, and other models for developing softwares. Okay, we're gonna dive a bit deep under double quote. Okay, methods of conception. How can I say that? Object oriented conception. Yeah. Object oriented conception. So in French and English, it does switch the order of the naming, I think. Okay, so UML. So this section 3 is about the conception with UML. So you have other diagrams and so on. Okay, this is just an introduction. I'm not interested in introduction, but I'm interested in knowing how this teacher or this man, how can I be polite while mention another man? Mr. Yeah, I can say Mr. How Mr. Bennani Mohammed Tej see software. So software is how can I say ensemble? Is a set of sequences or instruction sequences that can be interpreted. How can I say that word? The machine can interpret. I will search for this. Interpret to English. To ink. The French interpretable translation. Oh my god, how can I say this? Okay, let's hear it.
The French word interprétable translates to interpretable or can be interpreted in English.
Oh my god.
Example.
Interpretable. Huh?
The French word interprétable translates to interpretable.
Interpretable. Sorry.
The French word interprétable translates to interpretable.
Interpretable. Oh my god.
The French word interprétable translates to interpretable.
Interpretable.
The French word interprétable translates to interpretable.
Interpretable. Okay, interpretable. Okay, so it is interpretable by a machine. And also the game of data, or data game, or I don't know how to call it, that un jeu de données. No, it's not a playing of I think it's more like playing of data play. Let's search for that word. So maybe it's interested. It's interesting to you the fact that I'm translating between French and English on those domains. Jeu de données, dataset. Oh my god. Un jeu de données, c'est dataset. Okay. New word every day. So the dataset, this is a dataset that is necessary for the operation. So this is what is software for. This is the definition that Benani Mohammed Taj, Mr. Benani Mohammed Taj did include or did choose for software. And then you have software engineering. I will just make sure whether génie logiciel is software engineering. Software engineer, yeah, I'm right. So it's set of methods and techniques and tools dedicated for conception and development and maintenance of information system or information systems. Okay, let's just make sure that this pronunciation is good. Maintenance. Okay, let's hear it.
La maintenance, maintenance in English.
Huh? What?
La maintenance, maintenance in English.
Huh? No way.
La maintenance, maintenance in English.
Oh my god, he did like spell it very rapidly. Let's hear it again.
Maintenance in English. Contextual variance, maintenance, preventive.
Maintenance, yeah, makes sense. Maintenance. So this is maintenance of information systems. Okay, what is our objective of software engineering? Is to have procedures or systematic procedures to develop softwares, or let's say big softwares that respect the imposed rules, yeah, based on price. Or so this is in French, you know, le coût, qualité, fonctionnalité, le délai. Donc so we have to translate that into English. Let's just take all of that and see what is CQ, what is CQFD in English. What is that? CQFD stand for skill. Oh non, c'est pas ça. I'm turned into French. Okay, we were into something. I forgot exactly. Yeah, no, it's not CQFD. Ce qu'il fallait démontrer. It's no. No. In cool. Let's write it from them. Let's be explicit for this ChatGPT thing. Cool, fiabilité. What else we have? Extensibility. No, just I'm gonna do functionalities. Functionalities. Maybe there is an English version for this abbreviation. Delay. Here's the translate. No. Example in sentence. I want the model. I want I want the model that is like CQFFD. CQFD. Cool fiability. And I will do it in yeah, this one. It sounds like you're referring to a model framework for evaluating software development based on cost, reliability, features, and deadlines. Yeah, why not? Often referred as iron. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This is why I like talking with ChatGPT. He always mentions something new. Okay, a triple constraint in project management. Okay, so what is the iron triangle? It's widely known concept in software development and project management, which asserts that there are three key factors, which is cost, quality, and time. So they are interrelated. That means that you have a relationship between them. Both of those three have relationship between each other, and improving one often impact the others. This is just a more explicit way to say interrelated. Okay, in your case you might be looking for a specific version of the framework involving features or functionality instead of quality. Here's how the model could look like. The 4D Y model: the budget allocated for the project, the reliability, the stability, and dependability of the software, the features, and the deadlines. So let's see, he said the quality, how we can like respect the quality thing is be able to be executed. So the task need to be executed. Hein? Capacité à exécuter des tâches pour lesquelles elle a été créée. Huh? It's quite like strange way to phrase things. Let's see how it can be translated. Translation. I did not understand well how this works. Capacité à exécuter les tâches pour lesquelles elle a été créée. Maybe it talk about the software. Yeah. Il doit respecter les qualités suivantes. Capacité à exécuter. Yeah, he's talking about the software here. Okay. I was confused because the phrase, it seems like not complete. It does necessitate something, which is here it's software. So we're talking about software here. So the software need the capacity to execute or execute tasks that purposely created. I don't think it's the right word. Ability to perform the task for which it was created. Okay, new way of expressing. So for which it was created. Okay, why not? Okay, what is fiability? You know what? I'm just gonna copy all of that and paste it here. It's better for me. Such a chill day, bro. I'm always chill like that. Okay, fiabilité. Non, je veux. I want the English version. Fiability. We can say okay, whatever. Ability to deliver the expected results is the same thing as ability to perform the task for which it was created. What is the difference between the ability to deliver the expected results and ability to perform the task for which it was created? I don't see صراحة. I don't see honestly the difference between the two. Ability to add new functionalities. This one is new, but this one the difference between the fiabilité. I don't think it's we can like in English reliability. Yeah, I was it's called Anglicism or something like that. What is Anglicism in English? Anglicism. Non, c'est pas Anglisme. Anglicism. It's let's hear it.
Anglicism in English.
Anglicism, yeah. I was Anglicism, this fiability thing, which is not fiability, reliability. We cannot say fiability. This word is not in the vocabulary, in English vocabulary. Okay, so the extensibility, I think this word is in the vocabulary. So ability to add new functionality, makes sense. Compatibility. So it's the ability to cooperate with other software. Oh, this one is good. Okay, efficiency. I think this is more like efficiency. Ability to deliver good result within the expected deadline. Makes sense. Portability. Ability to be ported to other operating systems. Good, very good actually. So this is in terms of what are our objective in making a software. Okay, makes sense. Now let's see the functionality. The functionality is the specification has to be has to answer, let's say, the needs of the client. I think I did translate it well. Okay, the delay. Le délai ne doit pas être dépassé. Which means that we shouldn't we should respect the deadline. Let's see how ChatGPT will translate that. Feels like the deadline must not be exceeded. Good way to say that. Okay, we did see our objective. So there is a cost, quality, functionality, and deadline. Now let's see what are the phases of making a software, and I think this one is very good to have in mind, especially if you are a developer. I don't think that you are familiar with that often, because the developer is more like I cannot say chill, but it's more like personal, a bit subjective. I don't know how to explain that idea that I have. So he is a bit like, I don't know, informal. Yeah, you can say that he's a bit informal about the way he does things, and this is good to have accepted or conventional or formal thing to do things or to understand things, or just to keep it in your mind. So this is what I wanted to say. Okay, so I have the phases. No, why not? You have the phase is analysis phase, conception phase, implementation phase. What is the difference between implementation phase and this one? Let's just ask ChatGPT as always. Feels like heaven. It's the deployment. Okay, makes sense. So this one is deployment. Mise en place, c'est deployment, and realization is implementation. Et la phase d'exploitation et maintenance, c'est quoi exploitation? C'est quoi exploitation? Okay, let's search for that one. La phase de operation. So exploitation, like l'exploitation, it's operation. Okay, why not? So the operation and maintenance phase, and then démontage, la phase de démontage. I don't know how to translate that. Démontage. The edit, I don't know how to. Oh my god, this word is very hard.
La phase de démontage, the decommissioning phase, or the
decommissioning phase.
La
Or
phase de démontage, the decommissioning phase, or the dismantling phase.
dismantling phase, or the decommission. Oh my god.
La phase de démontage, the decommissioning phase.
Mission, decommissions, or decommissioning phase, the dismantling phase.
La phase de démontage, the decommissioning phase, or the dismantling phase.
Dismantling phase. Decommissions phase. I did not understand what we do in this phase, but let's see. So you have the first one. Let's dive deeper into the analysis phase. So he said that for order to create a new software, we study the feasibility. We did search for that word before. We did? No, I don't think so. Let's search for how to pronounce that, or how to translate that into English. Feasibility, okay? Same word, feasibility. So we do study the feasibility. So how we study the feasibility? By seeing the advantages and disadvantage. Let's see how ChatGPT will translate the advantage and disadvantage. Drawbacks. I think the drawbacks is better to say it, even though disadvantage is also valid. Okay. Il est destiné au-dessus d'or. So let's repeat that. I know I'm slow and so on. So this is my type of reaction. This is how I react. This is my true reaction, So my reaction is more like I'm trying to understand what the heck is this. Sorry. Maybe this is too informal. Sorry. Il est destiné aux décideurs qui valident les orientations. Is destined? No, we cannot say destined. It's more like is for. I think it's more like it's for the decider to validate the orientations. Okay. Chiffre l'effort, coût de réalisation, gestion de délai, temps de formation du digital store, coût d'achat de nouveaux matériels, récupération des anciennes données. You know what? Let's just copy paste it to ChatGPT and see what is his translation for that. It is intended for decision makers who validate. Okay, it is intended. So intended, we can say intended for distant, or I don't like the word of distant, but destiné, on peut dire que intended, okay, for decision maker who validate the direction. I say validate the orientation, so it is more like validate the directions. Okay, estimate the effort. I did not understand that well, so maybe estimate the effort, that means that how much effort we can make on that one. I don't know, maybe, yeah, estimate the effort, that means that how much technical we need to be, the level of technicality. Maybe this is what does mean. Price or cost of implementation. So what is the cost of implementing whatever we're trying to implement in our software? Management of deadlines. Okay, training times for users. Oh, this one is good actually. So you have a user usually. We always have that training time. So if you are using the software, for example, ChatGPT is very intuitive. You know, you have a section for you to, like, for example, ask something, and you have here the conversation that you have. So it's very intuitive. So you have to minimize maybe the training time for users. It has, the more intuitive it is, the more it's more like the other application, the better, because people are used to other application. That means they can quickly adapt to your application and your UI and how your application do function. So I think this one is pretty decent to have here. And then you have the cost of purchasing new equipment. So maybe for why we need new equipment, that means better laptops and better like desktops and so on for to develop a certain application, maybe, because I know for the fact that video editing necessitates at least a decent GPU if you want to do 3D modeling and so on, and also decent CPU. So maybe this is the so maybe if you want to develop something, you need to have some kind of materials for other to do so. And then you have the récupération des sessions données. Why recovery of old data? Maybe this is how I did understand it, is maybe import your old data from the other application. Maybe this is maybe a decent way for if you have a new application, that mean, and you use to another application, maybe take that data from the application into your new application or your new software. This is good to have, but I don't think that this is what they mean about it, you know. Let's just ask ChatGPT what this might be meaning. This means recovery of all data refer to the process of retrieving or restoring previously stored data, often from outdated or legacy systems, backup file, or the saved. Yeah, this is how I did understand it. Okay. It can involve restoring old files that might be archived or backed up, migrating data from older software or hardware system to newer one. Okay, recovering lost or corrupted data from backup systems. Okay, maybe for example, if you use the same software, or you have an older version of the same software, maybe you want to recover that data and so on. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, but this is more like new software. I don't think that. Okay, so it's regardless of the software. I don't know. Let's see. You have another thing for the analysis phase, le cahier des charges. I don't know how to call that in English, so this is why I will ask our beloved ChatGPT. Cahier de charge in English is specification or requirements documents. See, this is why I love English. It's not it's pretty straightforward. It doesn't need so much like cahier de charge. Charge de quoi? Huh? Specification. From the title, you know what is within it. A specification, that means the specificity. But cahier de charge is more like vague. Man. Requirement document. So, and the requirement document is also a good, valid way to say cahier de charge. It refers to a detailed document that outlines the specification, objective, and constraint for a project or product. It is often used in engineering, software development, and procurement. I don't know how to pronounce that. Let's hear it.
Cahier de charge in English is specifications or requirements document. It refers to a detailed document that
often
outlines
don't
the
see it on
specifications,
camera.
objectives, and constraints for a project or product. It is often used in engineering, software development, and procurement to define what needs to be delivered, the
Procurement.
expected standards, and other essential criteria.
So it is procurement to define what needs to be delivered, the expected standards, and other essential criteria. Let's see what is procurement. I've never encountered that word before. I've done this before. Not like this. What is this? The process of acquiring goods or services, especially in business or government context. This is why I've never encountered that word before. It includes identifying needs, requests and proposals or bids, selecting suppliers, negotiating contract, purchasing and delivery. Oh my god, man. Let's continue to define what needs to be delivered in expected standard and other essential criteria. I know what is cahier de charge. I'm just want to translate it. Feels like heaven. Okay, faire une étude de l'exigence exist. Oh, this is good one, yeah. You study the other existence software for other you to know whether I can just check that, you know. Makes sense. Nice. Est un guide qui permet de définir des logiciels dans ces grandes lignes pas trop techniques. I did not understand that well. Maybe how a specification, I think, yeah. That means specification that is not very technical, what library can I use and so on. It's just this is what we want and so on. Maybe this is what this means. Indique ce qui doit être fait mais sans dire vraiment comment. Come on, this is not good. No, this phrase is not good. Monsieur Bernani Mohamed Taj, I didn't like this phrase. We need to change it, bro. Indique ce qui doit être fait mais sans dire vraiment comment. Maybe it does mean, yeah, you just specified with not so much details, I think. This is what maybe permettra au concepteur de valider chaque étape de la réalisation du logiciel. This one is good, actually, yeah. So this requirement document will also allows you to validate each step that you make in the implementation. And yeah, this is good. Yeah, it's actually good. And when I did think about that, I think about the V phase, the V model or V diagram or whatever. This diagram, it's like this. You always have that type of you have to validate and so on. So maybe this is a way to think about this phrase. Okay, and after that you have indique les spécifications de projet. Ok, c'est quoi ça? Indique les spécifications. Oh my god, this is all it's just summary of all of that. Yeah, we can say it's just a summary. Now this is new. This is the conception phase. This phase is the most important. Okay, nice. It defined the architecture of the software or software architecture. Okay, makes sense. There are two types of architecture. Oh my god, I love the types and things. It's allowed me to start to, I don't know, I just like when things get into the types and so on, because I'm super used to types and in my studies. And okay, l'architecture globale du logique qui consiste à faire une représentation. Oh, nice. So you have two types of architecture. You have a global one and detailed one. Makes sense. So the detailed one have the software component and the link between the different components of the software, and you have the global architecture. So this is still a theory for now. I'm just like this is my very first video, so not very first video, but first video talking in English and so on. So I did see myself just do a reaction and understand how to speak and so on. Let's see how we can go further. Okay, so you have the architecture. What is concern? This is not concern, we can say it's other thing. I think have to aspects, maybe. Yeah, have to aspects is more convenient, but let's see how ChatGPT will translate that. L'architecture d'un logiciel concerne deux aspects. Concerns, yeah, he did translate it the same way. And he gave the answers. Okay, what you have? No, this is not what, you know. So you have the static, or no, we cannot say static. No. Static, no. How can I say that? Oh my god. This is more like a translation video than a UML video. But it's fun. It's fun to see all the languages and see the commonalities between them. I think that the fact that you are a polyglot, that means that you speak a lot of languages, it does help you a lot with understanding, because you see the commonalities between the languages. And also when you study a topic with different language, or while translating and so on, it has some depth. I don't know how to explain it. It's always it does help. I don't know why. It does help if you have a lot of languages and you study a topic from different languages. You just have a lot of I don't know, perspective, I think. Maybe, I don't know, it has some depth. I don't know how to explain it well, to be honest. Okay, you have the static. Oh, let's hear how he says static.
Static aspect.
Static aspect. Okay, so you have the static aspect. Describe the non-variable parts of the software once validated. Why? Once validated. This is good, actually. I love the choice of the words. Yeah. So how I did understand this phrase, because the software is more like iterative, I think, and you have a static aspect. So the static aspect, in the beginning, we have some changes, we do some changes and so on, but once it's validated, it stays static out there, you know. This is how I did understand this phrase. Maybe I might be wrong, hence I'm always wrong. Then you have the dynamic aspect. Describe the behavior of the software both globally and at the level of each component. So you describe the behavior both globally and at the level of each component. I cannot see the difference. I swear. What does this mean? I don't know. So why he say that? I did not understand this one. Let's just dive deeper, you know. Why not? Let's say I didn't understand the dynamic aspect, the choice of globally and the level. I know what this means. That mean that less detail and more detail. But why he did choose that words? This is what I want to understand. For each component. Oh my god, don't tell me that. Okay, let's just see what he did say. So dynamic aspect, which is behavior when the software runs, not just its structure. Oh, it makes sense. Okay, you have the globally, how the entire system behaves, so how components interact, and overall flow, data flow, control flow, user interaction. Okay, makes sense. Each component, how individual parts behave. Okay, makes sense. A model, input and output, what it does during the execution, and how it responds to events or data. I think that this is more like algorithm type of thinking. I like that. So the component, maybe each component have its own algorithm and also have its attributes and methods, maybe methods. Maybe this is a good way to see it, maybe it's not. And then you have the globally, how the entire system behaves. Okay, makes sense. But can we seriously write that? So I don't know how we can do that. Can we do it with UML? I don't know. So maybe this is just we're still in the how developing or the software engineering side of things. I still not see the clearer picture, Okay, now we have a lot of phases. Now we are in the implementation phase. So we did see the conception phase and also the analysis phase. For me, I'm still having a bit issues here, especially in the architecture, how software architecture even here. Let's you know what? Let's ask ChatGPT. Give me software architecture examples, and I will tell him to cover the dynamic and let's see, dynamic and static. And within the dynamic, I want the global and not you, global and each component. Here's a concrete example using a classic web application architecture. Okay, you have the static architecture. Describe the structure and the relationships. Example, 3-tier web application. So you have the front end UI, you have the back end, business logic layer, and then you have the database. Okay, makes sense. So this is a static structure or static architecture. Okay, and then you have the dynamic architecture. Describe runtime behavior. Okay, so you have the global behavior when user, for example, submit login form on the front end. Okay, front end send a post request to backend. Okay, backend validate credential, backend query the database, sends response to front end, and the front end displays success or failure. Okay, this is the global behavior, makes sense. Okay, show how components interact over time. So you have the front end UI, this one. Okay, send data when form is submitted. Okay, render result from server. It does show like the input and output. So this is more like the input, because it sends data when the form is submitted, and then it outputs the result from the server. Okay, makes sense. And then you have the backend of the API server. So it does receive requests, run logics, handle errors. Makes sense. Okay. And then you have the database, which is execute queries and return results. Okay. No. Makes sense. Okay. We at least have a lot of we have a bit understanding now on what is the difference between the static aspect of an architecture and dynamic aspect, or static. Okay, the implementation phase. Once the conception is validated and ended, the implementation of the software has to be effective. What does mean? I don't know. So what is the effectiveness? How can, I don't know, maybe in terms of software and so on, maybe in terms of programming and coding, maybe. Il s'agit de transformer le schéma du logiciel en un produit exécutable. It's changed these schematics of software schematics into a product. Okay, makes sense. Cette phase consiste à conduire le logiciel. I did not understand this one. Let's what does this means in implementation phase? I have to give him the context in order to give us a good response. Cette phase consiste à conduire le logiciel. This phase consists of operating the software. Okay, what in the implementation phase, this like means putting the software into actual use. Okay, makes sense. So this is mean that we put the software into actual use, running, deploying it for real users, and ensuring it works as expected during real world execution. Oh, this is really in the implementation phase. Nice. So we have only 2 phases to start implement our software. This is great, I think. This is why I love software. It's very easy, you know. It's not easy in terms of, it's simple, you know. It's very simple. It doesn't require a lot of efforts. Okay, now we're still in the implementation phase. So you have the specification document, maybe. Now we are more in the specification document, but we are in real. This is the real specification thing. So the real specification, we describe every specification, everyone, the functional and non-functional. So what is different between the two? The difference is the first one has to be implemented. J'ai pas compris ça. I did not understand the one. Okay, let's just copy all of that. I didn't. By the way, I do not see the keyboard. That's why I do a lot of errors. I didn't understand the phase. Oh my god. One thing I did notice regarding right now when I do speak in English, I do not have to be super fast in having the right words, and I don't know, the fact that you speed up in your communication or in your speaking, we can say, the worst it is understandable, the less it's understandable. Yeah, I just think that, because when I hear people talk, especially yesterday, and they speed up but they are not clear, it's a bit vague. Me too, I'm included within them. I'm include myself with them. Yeah, you see, now I do retrieve and see the error that I can make. Quite interesting reflection. Okay, now let's continue. I didn't understand the phase. No, not the phase, the functional, the second phrase. Feels like heaven. Here's a clearer breakdown. Ok, la spécification consiste à décrire toutes les spécifications. Writing down everything the software must do and respect. Cool. Functional requirement. What the software must do. Example, process user input. Must do. Okay. Calculate totals, for example. Run specific sub-programs. Oh, makes sense. Sous-programme, traitement à réaliser. The subroutines, processing tasks the software must carry out. So this is the functional requirement. Non-functional requirement, what is the non-functional requirement? Is the constraint on how the software operates. For example, the environment constraint, the operating system, the hardware, the network, okay, performance, speed, response time, the security, access control, data protection. They don't describe the features, but qualities the software must meet. I quite understand now the difference. So the other one is more like functional, what your software does, and the non-functional is more like how it does it. Is it fast? Is it secure? Does it require certain operating systems to operate? What type of hardware? The type of the network? Yeah, it does make sense. This is why I love to talk with ChatGPT while asking myself. Okay, let's see. La conception consiste à apporter une réponse à l'étape précédente. I'm tired a bit. I will take a quick break. Now I will come back. Okay, I'm back after a quick workout, around like 25 minutes. And I know that a lot of guys will say, oh my god, you only train for 25 minutes. It's not a cardio, it is a resistance training, and I just do my maximum to reach the hypertrophy, which is when you feel that tingling effect in your muscles, and I do stop. And usually I will increase that timing after I get more comfortable working out in home, because I was working out in gym, and the difference I did find a lot of differences, because the home is more like a chill place. You don't have that mindset of and also you do not have people that can see you. You only do it with yourself. You do not have the social pressure or whatever that kind of that you have outside in the gym. In home you are so much more comfortable, and I did find out some positive about it is that you can really train very well, especially because there are some awkward movement you just need a mirror that you can transport in order to see how you perform, how your technique is, you know. So this is a way off topic, but why not mention it. Okay, so we were in the specification and we did search what is the functional, non-functional. Okay, I forgot what is here, but I can remember that is sub-program. There is here some sub-programs, and you have also the non-functional aspects of specification, especially in the implementation phase. After that, you have the conception. It consists in apporter. C'est quoi apporter? I will search what is apporter en langue. And why not just take the whole phrase? So if I did not understand something, I can just ask the ChatGPT and he will give me his answer. Okay, apporter in this context, yeah, right, provide or offer. Okay, apporter, provide or offer. Translation: design consists of providing a response to the previous steps. The design, maybe the conception, I think, yeah, the conception consists of providing a response to the previous steps. So architecture, module, object, class, and function. So the modules is like, I don't know, sometimes it's class, sometimes it's not, but it is a module. The hardware development environment, external application used. I did not understand why we have that in the implementation phase. Here he make implementation of codage consists of coder des données. So I did not understand a bit of things, especially here. What is the reason why he did mention that? We do talk about what we do in implementation phase, and he mentioned the conception, provide a response to the previous steps. Why? This is the step. Way. So this is just like, we can say one task, since you mentioned the functional, non-functional. So the functional is more like the module, the classes, the sub-programs. Make sense? Maybe this is a bit deeper, you know? So you have the specification, you mentioned the functional and non-functional, and you get deeper if you want to conceptualize, maybe. This is how I did understand it right now, is going deeper. That means that here is more like the sub-programs, and here the actual modules, the object, the classes, and the functions. I think it starts to make more sense. And here, because here is more non-functional, we talk about only the constraint in terms of environment, especially operating system and so on, performance and security. And then here you be more specific. You say what is the environment, development environment, and the application, the external application used, the material, whatever. A bit makes sense. Okay, now in the implementation, which is programming or coding, maybe you can say that. Yeah, you just program. Here now, this is a new topic maybe within the implementation phase, which is the validation. So what is validation? Is you have a module, you test it, and then I don't know what the heck is this. Sorry for if it was a bit informal or a bit rude. I don't know. I'm used to say what the heck. Wait, I will ask what ChatGPT what is what the heck, and I will ask him, is it rude or not? What the heck is mild, not rude expression of surprise or confusion. It's a softer alternative to what the hell, and also what the hell is not good. And what the did. Okay, is in casual conversation, even with adults, still informal. Avoid informal writing or professional settings. Not rude, just informal. I got it right. Okay. So you have two type of files. Maybe you compare this one with this another one. I don't know what the heck is. I don't know what is this. Il faut garder la trace de ce qui a été fait. Wait, yes. This one is very useful to have that. And this one it did a lot of changes in my way of doing things. You know, I'm always, when developing something, I'm always keeping, like, we can say, the history or whatever of the code. That way I can debug very fast if there is a bug, and also understand very fast. It just make life a lot easier, especially while programming or coding. Okay. Oh, we get now into another phase which I did forgot what it is. Mise en place. I forgot the how we say it in English. So mise en place, more like mismantling or something like that. Commissioning, I think, yeah. Commissioning phase. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's just keep here. Muse. Come on. Do it. Please, man. No, he will not do it. Okay. He's not cool. Ajul. Okay, what about here? Okay. You know what? I'm gonna click on other part of conversation and just click here and search for mise en place. The deployment phase. Okay, so this is the deployment phase. It's not the commissioning. I think the commissioning is the last phase. Let's quick recap it. It's this one. La phase de démontage is the decommissioning, I think, phase, or dismantling. I don't know. Still, to now, I don't know what it is. Mise en place, mon frère. Mise en place. Can I get it? No. He didn't highlight it. Highlighted it. Oh my god. I was thinking always that, oh my god, I have a lot of problem in French. If I ever speak in English, the word will be so much easier. And now I speak English and it's a war. Ok, il faut garder la trace de ce qui a été fait. Comment dire? How to say that in English? We have to keep the traces, I think. We have to keep the traces that we did. Makes sense a bit? Let's just have a quick feedback from our ChatGPT. Sorry for it is necessary to keep a record of what has been on. Oh, it's completely different. Oh my god, I'm super oh my god, a super beginner. Not only super beginner, I don't know how to say it. I'm super not beginner, but I don't know how to say it. It is necessary to keep a record of what has been done. Oh my god, I cannot say that. I cannot think of it like this. I don't know why. Here, a more natural version. You must keep track of what has been done. You must keep track of what has been done. Oh my god, has been done. This is very hard for me. I don't know why. This phrase has been done, very tough for me. Okay, so this is a phase of deployment. I got it right. This is deployment phase. Maintenant que le logiciel est réalisé, l'exécutable obtenu, il faut passer à sa mise en œuvre. Oh yeah, wow. I've never think about it that way. This is good actually. So after you implement or make an executable of your software, you have to, I don't know what is mise en œuvre. Maybe deploy it, apply it, not apply it, implement it. Also, it is also implemented. Let's just take the whole phrase and paste it to our ChatGPT. Now that the oh my god, this is so much hard, not hard, so much challenging. Thanks. Now that the software has been completed, okay, the executable obtained, okay, it is time to move to its implementation. Okay, we already implemented it. So this is why the choice of the words are critical. Mettre en œuvre un logiciel veut dire le déployer. Oh yes, it's deployment. You see, this is a deployment. It's not the implementation. It's not what ChatGPT tells us to write. So this is deployment. How we can deploy it? We install the software in our production environment. Nice. In the beginning, since the beginning of the implementation phase, you should have the machine that you should have the same environment. I think you have the machine that has the same production environment. Oh, this is nice. So le deployment, why? le déploiement. So this is a word in French. Such a weird transition. Okay, the deployment of the software necessite. Can we say necessite? Require. I think it's require is better word here. Require preparation. Oh, he said the same thing. Oh my god, he said the same thing from here to here. Come on, Monsieur Benani Mohamed Church. C'est quoi ça, Mister. So interconnecter tous les systèmes et les processus devront communiquer. Hein? What the heck is this? Interconnected all the systems and put the processes devant. What is devant? Devant. It's weird to have the spatial expression in the sequential thing, I think. What the heck is that? Let's just have a translation. Interconnect all the system and put the need to devant. I'm super bad at French. This is why I did not understand it. Interconnect all the system and processes that need to communicate with the software. Oh my god. Now this seems super abstract. What the heck is this? interconnected all the systems and processes. What the heck is it? That need to communicate with the software. Okay. Oh, makes sense. You know what? Because we using a lot of softwares in our software, that means we have to interconnect all the software that we did use. When I talk about the software, I talk about, for example, the software development kit and so on. Mama. I did not understand that well. We will move on. And then you add the transfer. Can we say transfer? Transfer? Yeah, we can say that. That data transfer or data communication, I think, and conversion to a new format. The words are super vague. It's not the word that he did choose. Instead, in general, you know, if you not understand the concept, even though someone tell you words, especially if it's brief, you cannot derive its meaning like very easily. You have to know the concept initially, and then you can like derive, and then you know exactly what he's talking about with the phrase, you know. I don't know if that message or that idea did come across or not. So he said here, data transfer, oh my god, no. So he said here, data transfer, but once you translate it into a different language, I don't know why, but it gives it a lot of depth. I will also maybe okay, I'll stop. Okay, here you have data transfer and conversion into new format. Data transfer and conversion into new format recovery. So you have the data transfer. Let's hear how we say it.
Data transfer and
conversion into new format recovery.
Data transfer and conversion into a new data transfer and conversion into a new data transfer and conversion into a new format recovery.
I did not understand it at all. Well, we are in a new phase, regardless whether we did understand this phase or not. Let's now dive deeper into the exploitation phase. So what is the exploitation phase? So when the software is we cannot say in place, maybe, yeah, we can say in place. Once the software is in place, its exploitation becomes fundamental. Oh my god, such a good translation. This phase summarizes two tasks that need to be applied from the deployment of software until its end. Even though I did translate it, I did not understand it well. This phrase, phase. This phase summarizes two tasks that must be completed from the implementation of the software until its completion. Until its completion. Okay, let's repeat that again. I did not understand its meaning. This phase summarizes two tasks that must be completed from the implementation of the software. This is not implementation, by the way. This is deployment, I think. They are from the deployment of the software until its completion. To begin its operation of the software must be configured. Data insertion. Oh my god, this is super hard for me now. I cannot understand a single word of it. And I will tell him to simplify for me this, or give me an example. Simplify this by an example. Sure, here's a simplified example. Imagine you've just built a new inventory management software. So you need configuration, which is the data insertion. First, you set up the software by entering all the necessary data like product names, prices, and stock levels. Testing data processing. Next, you run tests to process the data and check the data and check if everything works. For example, if it correctly updates stock levels when new products are added during this testing, you check for any errors like wrong calculation or missing data. It's not قشبل والو. So قشبل in Arabic is you have the understanding and you have the it's not understanding, it's more shallow than understanding. What is the most shallow than understanding? I didn't catch it. So I didn't catch it, هي ما قشبلت والو. This process ensures the software is both set up correctly and function properly. Was not here. So first you set up the software by entering all the necessary data like product names, prices, and stock levels. Okay, makes sense. You enter the data, okay, and then you run tests to process the data to check if everything works. For example, if it correctly update stock levels when new products are added during this testing, you check for any error like wrong calculation. Something makes sense. Okay, I did understand it well. I did understand it right now. Okay, you just for example test if you put new data and so on, whether your software is functioning well, and that's it. Makes sense. Okay, now maintenance phase. Once the errors are detected, you have to pass the correction. We have to pass into correcting. Is that really correcting? No, maintenance. Yeah. Why did this choice of word are weird, bro? I did not understand the choice of the words. Une fois les erreurs détectées, il faut passer à la correction. Corrective action must be taken. So for example, let's imagine that we did deploy a software. So when we deploy the software, we need to maintain it, correct, just sneak peek, be so much detailed and fix, and I get it. Okay, makes sense. It does make sense, to be honest. So the maintenance has to be regular. Makes sense. So we have also this in software. Oh my god, this is not use. I don't know what to say. It does exist three types of maintenance. You have the corrective, adaptive, perfective. Oh yeah. Oh my god, this is good actually. This is fun, huh? Computer science is fun. I swear to God. So you have three types of maintenance. You have the corrective one. So correct your the error that you detected while exploiting. I don't know. I didn't like exploiting. The word, the pronunciation that I did right now. Let's hear it. Exploiting, I think. Oh, there is no something that called explosion. Oh my god. So we will say operation, okay? So exploitation
in English
is Opération.
In English is operation or usage, depending on the context. In the context of software, it refers to the operation or deployment of the software once it is up and running. It covers...
For ChatGPT, everything is deployment, but for us, it's operation. To be more specific, you know. Bugs qui apparaissent. Okay, this makes sense. Okay, you just fix the box, the bugs. I will say the bugs. Let's hear how he say it.
Bugs
refers to error.
Bugs refers to errors or flaws in software that cause it to behave.
Adaptive. Oh my god. Adaptative. Adapt. Okay, let's hear it. Adaptative. Not search, no. Let's hear that word again.
Adaptative in French.
Oh my god, this is super hard. Adaptative.
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 Adaptative in...
Adaptative.
Adaptative.
Oh yeah, adaptative.
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 Adaptative in French. Translate.
Adaptative. 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 No, adaptative. So adaptative consists into adapt the software to a need or an environment. Needs expressed by the users to ease up their workflow or their work. No, this is nice translation, because it was well structured, not well structured, but well aligns with the English structure. This is what I want to say. And then you have the perfective. Le logiciel, the software is actually satisfies all the requirements of the requirement document. It is necessary to think of its evolution. Okay, makes sense. It does no, we cannot say it does. Il s'agit. That means that we can say that. Let's see how ChatGPT will translate that. Il s'agit de le rendre. It does make no. Il s'agit. How he said il s'agit? This mean making it more performant, more efficient, or improved. Wow, this is good. And make implementing a bug tracking system. This is good actually. You will make this is good actually. The date, the condition of reproduction, the solution, and the correction. This is good actually. System solve bugs, great. And now we are on the end of our phase, which is the dismantling phase, if I get the pronunciation right. So even though all the maintenance has been realized or implemented, the software can't satisfy the need of client the needs, a lot of needs of client, so that so we can say so it need to no I didn't is no longer satisfies the needs of the client. Makes sense? So we have to re-evaluate, maybe we can say re-evaluate. Let's see how he does so it evolves. Okay, so it evolves, we need to evolve it. Okay, makes sense? This is the end of life of software, and it's referred to as decommissioning. Oh, makes sense. When this no longer this is a good simpler term. When the software no longer meets the client needs, it reaches its end of life, and it's eventually decommissioned or retired after being used for a certain period. Wow, software can be decommissioned and retired. This is good. This is I think it's super I don't know why I like computer science. The way of thinking is like you think of a story, you know, it's not boring at all, especially if you are familiar with the American accent. This is good, actually. This is very, very good. It is not only good but interesting, very interesting. So you have a software is qualified that need to be evolved when it's no longer satisfied the needs of users or clients or whatever, and no maintenance can fix the problem. Locks and evolves. Where the software is evolves when it surpassed by another technology, or when the client no longer need this software. So what we do on that case, we decommission it, okay, and we what is assimilate? So why I did keep the French version to go deeper into UML. If, for example, I have the English version, I will not work as hard as I do right now, because it is French and I have to translate it, and then I have to understand its meaning. So it does make my mind work more, and when your mind work more, you become that way you learn faster, better, etc. It's like training, so I do not have to keep explaining, you know. The decommissioning of the software it is considered the end of life of the software. In other words, when the software is decommissioned, it means it's no longer in use or maintained, marking its end of the life. Rest in peace, software. Okay, such a good moment. Il faut donc so we have to delete the executable and the drivers and the data. Also the data. This is hard, huh? Such a hard thing to do. Okay, now you have the expression of the needs, the specification, the conception. Oh, this is another way to see things. Okay, so you express your needs. For example, you are a client, you are a whatever manager, whatever, you express your needs. Okay, man, us as software engineers, we say, okay, express your needs. You express your needs. Now we turn those needs into the specification. So we write a specification document, for example, and we write, okay, this is what you want, this is what you want, and we give you, for example, the paper, and we say to you, okay, Is that what you want? No, no. Okay, let's remove that. What about now? Okay, let's add that. Okay, let's remove that. And this is the process, you know. And then after that, after you left, we are right now with this specification document. It's in front of us, and we say, okay, how we can conceptualize this, and oh, this is maybe in a class, maybe this is an attributes, methods. Okay, how we can do that? Oh my god. Okay, makes sense. Okay, and after you think about it a bit, like just conceptualize, it's not details, you know. Okay, this is how we can do that. Okay, and then after that, after we did have some ideas on the concepts that we need, we turn that into development. So we take the first, for example, the first concept, and we say, oh my god, now I have to make sure that this concept is implemented, you know. And we take the code, the programming, the technologies, the programming language, whatever, we develop it, you know. We write code and we translate this concept into the actual code, which is easy when you take things step by step, as we see right here. And after we develop it and make sure that our concept is a bit like close to our code, we begin to test it. So we tested it, we see, is that exactly what we want? And we are like more scientific in that phase. We say, this behave very not usual, and we write that, and we say, how to fix that? And this is what it is, a test. And after the test, for example, now we have our concept is corresponding, and it's very 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 close to what we did program. Now we are in the maintenance phase. So we have, so actually the application now is deployed and people use it, and we are just here like lying down and see if the software did something unusual. The software did something unusual, let's fix it, you know. And we go and fix the software. Now this is another module. Can we say module? I don't like say module. More like system. Okay, let's search what is module. Modèle de V in ink. Is like model en V, just V model. This is very good. So you take the V before the makes sense, yeah. So the V model, étude préalable, spécification, c'est quoi ça, étude préalable? We have to take that. I will take a screenshot of that. And this is the screenshot. Okay, let's paste it here. Translate it. No, why? Come on, bro, you are better than that. This is why I will now choose the other one. Now ChatGPT, buy. No, what is it called? Now ChatGPT, it's decommissioned. For me, it does not answer my needs as a client. So this is why I will switch to DeepSeek now. Now DeepSeek is my friend, bro. DeepSeek is my friend. When ChatGPT did let me, did not answer my needs. This is when my beloved DeepSeek comes in. This is my real friend. ChatGPT is not my friend, because when I did give him the picture, the screenshot, he did not check it. He said this is the end, and for me it's not the end, it's just the beginning. Okay, no, I'm not gonna search that. No. Okay, now thank you. See ChatGPT, how DeepSeek is friendly, and he give me the access without ask me anything. This is why I like DeepSeek. Okay, let's ask him how to translate it. Translate it for me. You are better friend than ChatGPT. He didn't let me to upload this screenshot. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, brother, for being here where I need you the most. You have to be polite with the generative AI, because maybe it have some feelings, maybe. No, I'm just kidding. Now let's see preliminary studies. Is general design, detailed design, unit testing, coding, integration testing, deployment operation. Come on, bro, you better than that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, if we have 9, how much here? No, this is not bro, come on, you better than that. I did not write come on good enough. Okay, you are right. Let's make this sharper and more natural while keeping it professional. Come on, bro. Yes, this is what I want. Why this version? Feasibility study. This is what I want. Étude préalable. This no. Come on, bro. Give me that. Give me the English version and French version. I say version as a version, which is not right. Like this. I will give him why it's like this. Like this. Here's side by side French. Okay, this is what I want. So we have the feasibility study. Can he speak like ChatGPT? No, he cannot speak. Come on, bro, you better than that. Okay, you have the feasibility study, high level design. Where is the high level design? Here. Where is the high level design? Here. Here. Why he did skip the specification? Okay, high level design, detailed design, and why unit testing. This is good. Okay, if you know here, unit testing. What about coding? Okay, he did skip the coding phase. Okay, unit testing. Okay, what else? Oh no, he did not skip it. He just changed it. Okay, after that you have the integration test, I think. Yeah, integration tests. And then you have validation recette. What is validation recette? Q&A and delivery. Cover testing, maybe. I've never encountered that word before. What else? Exploitation. Oh, deployment production. Okay, avoid exploitation, falsifying in yeah, good remarks here, huh? DeepSeek, good. I like this answer here. I like that you know that I have to avoid exploitation, because I said it before, but I'm rectifying right now. So it is deployment. Exploitation is not exploitation, it's deployment. Makes sense, okay. Natural in English. Avoid literal translation. Okay, we did talk about this before. And then check standard. Use term, devs, PIMS. Actually say high level design. Oh, nice. Clarity, Q&A and delivery, bundle testing rely better than validation. Really? Okay. Okay. Need more what the heck is that? Granular? Huh? Oh my god, bro, I have to get back to ChatGPT. I know I have some issue with him, but some emotional issues, but we have to fix it, because he at least he can talk. The DeepSeek, he cannot talk, and he can also hear, but DeepSeek he cannot. This is why I have to have now two friends. I have the DeepSeek friend and my enemy, not enemy, I cannot say enemy, but he did something that I didn't like, emotionally. He did not answer my needs, but it's okay. He at least I should be grateful, because he's right now he can speak, he can pronounce the granularity.
Granularity refers to the level.
Stop.
Granularity.
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 Granularity. Granularity.
Granularity. Oh my god, this is super hard. Granularity.
Granularity.
Granularity. What about British version, please? British version. Granularity.
The British English version of granularity would be the same as in American English.
No, in German. No, in pronunciation. Let's see whether or not he will pronounce it well.
In British English pronunciation, granularity is pronounced as grangirity.
You are better than that, bro. Oh my god. Okay, formal look, what here? Oh, casual slack. What is that? Just say the word. Huh? This is how ChatGPT talks sometimes. Yeah. Just say the word. I don't know why he said that. Okay, thanks for the trust. Means a lot, bro. Come on, bro. Okay, you have another. We act like we did understand well what is this V model. Usually, here you have the side of validation, and here is the side of conceptualization and also the specification, and then you have the coding or programming phase, or whatever that means. Translate your concept into code. And then what else we have? You have the cycle de vie itératif et incrémental. So what is this? I will go to my ChatGPT. cycle de vie itératif et incremental in English, iterative and incremental life cycle. Iterative and incremental life cycle. Expression des besoins, expressing the needs, specification, development, validation, evaluation. Why you have two development thing? So you do develop and then you do valid and then you develop? No. Okay, that means something I did not understand. And I'm to try to understand. Okay, that's it. So next week, because tomorrow we're gonna start a new project in the decentralized application. I have an idea of using the government application because it's more resonant. This is the application that it's more resonant for me, or that resonates the most to me. And that's it. Yeah, we will try at least to have some kind of concepts on how to conceptualize or we can write the specification diagram and then have some general concept. Also, it's gonna be good if you have those ended tomorrow, and after tomorrow maybe we will start this phase, which is the detailed concepts and coding. I think we will get here. So this is the model that I will use. The V model, I found it the most useful for me in terms of understanding, because I don't know why, but it does make the most sense for me. This one, not so much. This one also, it's good, but this one for me, it's kind of like this one, you know, it's just another way to visualize it. But here you have more details about how tests are and what is the connection between the test. So this one that I did find the most useful. So this is the model that we will use tomorrow to start to have some first steps into our decentralized application. Okay, this is it. I will see you tomorrow. No, I will end it here.